Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel for another speed build. My name's Silver and I have a haunted tiny house for you today. So you might notice in the corner it actually says creepy tiny house. I changed it at the end, not on camera because I didn't like it. But we're actually building in the vampire world, is it called? Moonlit Hollow? Something like that. And I struggled with the look of it quite a bit because I had an idea and then I had a different idea and then I had a different idea. And it just wasn't coming together the way I wanted it to, so I went ahead and changed it, and yeah, no, it just wasn't happening. And I was trying to do something funky with the roof, but I just couldn't make it work. But I wanted you guys to see the thought process that went into building the house the way I did. I think it turns out alright. I mean, it definitely fits into the world if you ask me, so there's that. But I ended up going back to like the original look, and then this ended up being too big and I wasn't happy with it, and so I did change it. It was too boxy, just way too boxy. But in the end, I'm really happy with the look that we get. I ended up moving that back bump out a little bit more so that we had an actual bathroom that was very functional, because I wanted it to have a, like I said before, I really prefer it if there is a sink in the bathroom. There doesn't always have to be, but in this case I wanted one. And then I did something funky with the roof by adding some half gables into the roof of the like normal kind of roof. Full gable? I don't know. Anyway, so I did that, and I used a lot of Get Together, and I think those were base game windows. And of course I did add a fireplace in here because it's a spooky cottage. It needs a fireplace. And I added this roof detailing on the back too to make it more symmetrical and actually fit in. And I know we have a huge yard. Don't worry, there's a reason. And I kind of really like the look that we get going, so. And I'm using the Seasons stone. I'm sorry, it's just so good. It's in my opinion, it's the best stone we have for more rustic kind of looks. And let me tell you, finding a bed, I was not happy. This is like the only rustic bed that we properly have. And even then it looked too clean. It looked like I was going out to camping. But we keep it in the end because, you know, choices. And yeah, so that happened. I was originally going to go with these kind of windows, but then they didn't match the cool cottage vibe that I was kind of going for, so I changed them in the end, and like I said, we used a lot of Get Together. I liked the stained glass, but it was too much, so I went ahead and changed it, and I think I changed those windows as well. Actually, looking back on it, I kind of liked it, but I think I changed it to the ones that are upstairs as well, just to keep it, you know, cohesive. And of course we use, I want to say cats and dogs, the like kind of really run down shingles. I think it added a nice element to it that, you know, really kind of made you think this is a rundown house. And later I go back through the whole house, like there's a lot. I go back through the house and I add like cracks and stains and like missing pieces and what have you. And here's where I changed the windows because I wasn't happy, and I think I changed them on the other side too because it just wasn't, I had to move the fireplace, that was why, because I couldn't put the fireplace right next to the stairs because it would have blocked the stairs. This has been play tested. I want to say nothing was moved, but I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure nothing was moved. And I'm using the City Living wallpaper, the really kind of decrepit wallpaper that's obviously quite dirty. I thought it worked really well, and we used the vampire stuff counters and cabinets, and yeah, I think it works great. I liked the kind of, you know, it's a decent sized kitchen. Once I put like the actual floor plan, this came together perfectly. Like it was so fast and clean and done quickly. I was originally just gonna make it like candles only, but I do use a lot of candles, like a lot, but I did keep some normal lights. Like the bathroom used candlelight, but then the main like room uses this weird kind of rustic single light, and I kept warm orange tones because I like yellowy tones in the candle in the in the light bulb. And the reason why I did that is because I just felt it fit so much better than like a bright white would. So I didn't add like the normal lights that I would have added had I been doing a more modern build. And I did scooch this bed up against the wall. Your Sims should be able to use it. I don't know exactly, but you could just move it if you wanted two Sims in here and it wasn't working. The scoot over method, I mean. So it's not the end of the world, but, you know, I did kind of imagine it was a single Sim living here. Maybe not necessarily a vampire. The world just kind of suited the style I was going for. And this is, you know, my idea of doing another Halloween-themed build. I know it's not like my previous one, Halloween Ready, where there's Halloween decorations everywhere. I wanted to go for more of a creepy vibe, and I think we get there, and believe me, this house is haunted. Or it will be. It will be. You'll see why later. And just, you know, insert maniacal laughter here. It's great. But I did get that Spooky Day portrait. So there's that at least, you know. And here I'm moving the house over, and oh my goodness, fences. So I put the fence down because I wanted to, like, pick what fence I was using, and it was too many tiles wide. Why do they do this? Why can we not place on half tiles? I find it highly offensive. No, it's fine. I kept it. I didn't think it really mattered that much because it was centered over the porch, not the stairs, and I thought that was fine. But I'm using a lot of the vampire stuff, like the trees and what have you. These trees, surprisingly like them. They're so fall-like, and they're not necessarily even spooky. I just really like the color of them. They've kind of got like this orange hue to them. And I'm using the vampire stuff ferns as well as the outdoor retreat, the kind of more dead-looking ones. Not that they are dead, but you know. And that's pretty much the only landscaping I get besides the rocks. And the reason why is because Forgotten Hollow, oh, that's what it's called. Did I say that's what it was called? Probably not. But it's kind of a dead world. There's not a lot, and here's where I say it's haunted. I added tombstones everywhere, like along the path and outside of the path, and oh, here's where I did add some plants. But I really wanted this place to scream, everything's dead here. Which, you know, I guess maybe the person living here is a vampire, because although maybe that's not technically dead, it is undead. And you had to kind of die to get there, right? But yeah, I made graves. A lot of graves. You know, I'm not sure who they belong to. Maybe this is a very evil vampire, and the only grave that they didn't actually directly cause was the pet grave, because let's be real, we ain't harming pets here. No. No, we like the pets. It was obviously a beloved cat or frog. I don't know. Whatever. What would vampires keep as pets? Bats? Now that'd be silly, because they are bats, right? What would they keep? I don't know. Maybe a dog is as good as any. Like a wolf or something? Anybody seen that movie? Lycans or whatever? Whatever. Not child friendly. It is great for Halloween, though. And I did add some graves outside and a lot of candles. And later you'll see me go through the debug menu and I pick up some flowers. Here, yeah. At first I couldn't figure out how the flowers work because they were just showing up as seeds. And then you place them down and they actually place down as a flower. I'm sorry, I just knocked my hand on my desk. I can't help it. I talk with my hands. It's a problem. Anyway, I added death flowers and I think some orchids. Just a few. Yeah. And I added those on the graves with some candles. Oh, and I got like the vampire draught as well. I thought it was kind of cute, like you were toasting to the dead or something. I don't know. Maybe it's morbid curiosity than anything else. I just thought it looked cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we do go back inside. Oh yeah, I have to do the bathroom still. There is 2 bathrooms technically, but the one upstairs just has a sink and a toilet, and that's it. But the downstairs one has a toilet, shower, bath combo, and a sink. So, you know, I wish we had like, I like the vampire tub top, like the curtain, but the bottom of it is just so weird looking and shiny, and it doesn't match with the rest of the game in my opinion. It looks foreign a little bit, like foreign to the game. Almost like you downloaded bad alpha CC. That's just my opinion. That's why I never use it. I'm sure if I were doing like a vampire mansion, I probably would use it just because of the style that it's in, and we don't have anything else in that style. Oh yeah, I had some cobwebs as well, but you know, I was struggling for placement, so I ended up putting it here, I think. And lots of cracks and scratches and stains, and I liked that this crack came out of the mirror. It was kind of creepy. What came out of the mirror that made the wall crack? I don't know. But I really wanted this to be a rundown, like, cottage house thing, you know? So, I'm not sure it's really a cottage, to be honest, but, you know, whatever. I'm sure I'll be doing a bigger Halloween build, or Halloween-inspired build within the coming weeks, but until Halloween. Maybe I'll do a Halloween special. I don't know. We don't know. But yeah, so I'll leave you guys there because the screenshots will be coming up in a moment, so I hope you liked the video, and if you did, let me know in the comments, and show your support by tapping the like button and subscribe for more builds. If you like this build in your game, it is up on the gallery under my username Silverplumbobs. And remember guys, I upload daily. Have a great day. Bye!